Hi friends, today we are going to see the previous year TET paper 2 English exam questions held on February 4, 2023 during the forenoon session. So let's get started with the first question. First one, fill in the blanks with the given word that conveys the correct meaning of the sentence. Does grow well in coastal lands. Options 1 beaches, 2 beaches, 3 peaches, 4 dates. BEECHES. Beaches are a type of tree that grow well in certain climates, including coastal areas. BEACHES. Beaches refer to sandy shorelines like Marina Beach. PEACHES. Peaches are fruit trees. Dates are a type of fruit. So the correct answer is A2 beaches. BEECHES. Second question. Choose the correct modal verb indicating permission. I dash use your phone please. Options 1 shall, 2 will, 3 can, 4 would. In this sentence, the speaker is asking for permission to use the phone. The modal verb can is commonly used to ask for permission in informal situations. Shall is more formal and is used to make suggestions and offers. Will is used for future intentions or promises. Would is more polite but often used for hypothetical or conditional situation, but not for immediate permission. So, can is the most appropriate and commonly used modal verb when asking for permission in everyday conversations. So, the correct answer is A3 can. Third question, fill in the blank with a suitable word taken from the options. Dash is a figure of speech where an adjective describing a noun is transferred from the noun and it is meant to describe another noun in a sentence. Options 1 repetition, 2 metaphor, 3 synecdoche, 4 transferred epithet. Here repetition means repeating the same words or phrases for emphasis. Metaphor is a comparison between two unrelated things without using like or as. Synecdoche is when a part of something is used to represent the whole or the whole represents a part. A transferred epithet is a figure of speech where an adjective that usually described one noun is transferred to another noun in the sentence. For example, in the phrase a sleepless night, the adjective sleepless actually describes the person who cannot sleep but not the night itself. So the correct answer is A4 transferred epithet. Fourth question, fill in the blank with the appropriate form of the verb given in the option. When the burglars broke into the house, everybody dashed soundly. Options 1 was sleeping, 2 is sleeping, 3 slept, 4 have slept. Here the sentence describes an action that was happening at the same time as another past event. To show this, we have to use past continuous tense, which indicates that an action was ongoing in the past. Here is sleeping is present tense and doesn't fit because the event happened in the past. Slept is simple past, but it suggests a completed action but not something ongoing when the burglars broke in. Have slept is present perfect, which is not suitable for this past context. So the correct answer is A1 was sleeping. Fifth question, which of the following is a monosyllabic word? Options 1 ago, 2 moral, 3 rhythm, 4 delay. A monosyllabic word is a word with only one syllable. Here rhythm has only one syllable when spoken. Ago has two syllables, ago. Moral has two syllables, moral. Delay has two syllables, delay. So rhythm is the only monosyllabic word among these options. So the correct answer is A3 rhythm. Sixth question, complete the conditional sentence. If I dash be a fish, I would swim. Options 1 am, 2 is, 3 were, 4 are. This sentence is an example of a second conditional sentence which is used to talk about hypothetical or unreal situations. When we talk about something that is impossible or unlikely, like being a fish, we have to use where for all subjects, even with the I. Am and is are incorrect because they are used for real situations in the present. Are is incorrect because it doesn't match with the subject I in this conditional context. So the correct form is, if I were a fish, I would swim. So the answer is A3, were. Seventh question. The part superscript in a letter is meant for dash. Options 1. Leave taking part. 2. Receiver's address on the cover. 3. Communication part. 4. Greeting part. In a letter, the superscript refers to the part where the receiver's address is written on the envelope or cover. It helps identify to whom the letter is being sent. Leave taking part refers to the closing or farewell of the letter. Communication part refers to the main content or body of the letter. Greeting part is where the salutations like dear sir, madam is written. So superscript is related to the receiver's address on the cover. So the correct answer is A2, receiver's address on the cover. Eighth question. According to a famous Japanese folktale, the envious neighbor, which one among the following is not correct in the story? Options 1. The old farmer was a kind person. 2. The dog helped the farmer. 3. The prince rewarded the neighbor. 4. The wicked old people mended their ways. Here in this Japanese folktale, the envious neighbor, the old farmer and his wife are kind people who are helped by their dog. The dog helps them discover a hidden treasure and they are rewarded for their kindness. But their envious neighbor tries to replicate their success out of greed. So they faces punishment. The prince doesn't reward the neighbor. Rather, the neighbor's wickedness leads to misfortune. So the correct answer is A3. The prince rewarded the neighbor. Ninth question. Choose the right passive voice for the given active voice. Who taught her English? Option 1. By whom was she taught English? 2. By whom she is taught English? 3. Who has taught English? 4. English is taught by whom? In converting an active voice sentence to the passive form, the object of the active sentence becomes the subject of the passive sentence. The sentence structure also changes accordingly, and the verb taught is used in the passive form. Here, who becomes by whom in the passive, taught remains in the past tense as was taught. Her becomes the subject, she in the passive voice. So the correct passive sentence is, by whom was she taught English? That is A1. A1 is the answer. 10th question. Which of the following word is not a suitable derivative for the word common? Option 1. Uncommon. 2. Commonly. 3. Commonment. 4. Commonness. Here the word commonment is not a valid derivative of the word common, because uncommon means something that is not common. Commonly means something that happens frequently or in a common manner. Commonness refers to the quality of being common, but commonment is not a real word, so it is not a suitable derivative. So the correct answer is A3, commonment. 11th question. Choose the correct article. Does Earth revolves around the sun? Option 1. And 2. The. 3. A. 4. This. An is used before words starting with a vowel sound, but is not correct here because earth and sun are specific. A is used before singular non-specific nouns, but earth is specific. This is used to point out something close or specific, but it is not appropriate in this context. We use the before nouns that are unique or specific. In this case, the earth is one specific planet and the sun is the specific star it revolves around. Both are unique objects, so we use the with them. So the correct sentence is the earth revolves around the sun. Answer A2, the. 12th question. Choose a suitable combination for the blended word motel. Option 1, motorway plus hotel. 2, motor car plus hotel. 3, motor plus hotel. 4, motorist plus hotel. A blended word is formed by combining parts of two words. The word motel is a blended word for motor. Motor refers to the vehicles, and hotel, it refers to a place to stay. So motel refers to a hotel designed for people traveling by car, typically with parking outside the rooms. So the correct answer is motor plus hotel. A3 is the correct answer. Question number 13. Repeat the same words or phrases to emphasize a feeling or idea in the poem is called. Option 1, alliteration. 2, simile. 3, repetition. 4, metaphor. Repetition is a literary device where the same words or phrases are repeated to emphasize a feeling, idea, or a theme in the poem or text. This technique helps to create rhythm and can make the message more memorable. So the correct answer is A3, repetition. Question number 14. Fill in the blank with the correct determiner. There are dash biscuits in the plate. Option 1, few. 2, some. 3, many. 4, much. The determiner some is used when talking about an unspecified quantity, often in positive statements like this one. It fits well when referring to countable items like biscuits in a plate. Few means not many, and it often implies a smaller quantity than expected. Many is used for larger quantities but sounds less natural in this sentence. Much is used for uncountable nouns, so it is not suitable for biscuits, which are countable. Therefore, the correct sentence is there are some biscuits in the plate. So the answer is A2, some. Question number 15. When we develop a note made from an original text, it is called dash. Option 1, developing hints. 2, note making. 3, note taking. 4, summary writing. Developing hints refers to the process of expanding brief notes or key points from an original text into a fully developed piece of writing. This method starts with the hints or outlines from the original source, which are then elaborated to form a more detailed note. So, in this context, when you develop a note from an original text, it involves expanding upon these hints. Note making involves the process of creating structured notes based on information from an original text. It includes identifying key points, summarizing main ideas, and organizing them for easier understanding and recall. Note taking refers to the act of jotting down information as it is presented, such as during a lecture or while reading. And summary writing involves condensing a text into its main ideas. So the correct answers are developing hints and note making. Both are correct answers, but developing hints is the answer according to the official answer key. 16th question. Match the idioms with their meanings. 1, take 5, blissfully happy. 2, seventh heaven, confused or in a state of disorder. On cloud 9, take a short break. At 6s and 7s, very happy about something. Options 1, CDAB, DCBA, CADB, CBDA. Take 5, that means take a short break. This idiom means to take a brief pause or break, often for 5 minutes. Seventh heaven, very happy about something. This idiom refers to a state of extreme happiness or bliss. On cloud nine, blissfully happy. It is similar to seventh heaven. This idiom indicates a state of great joy or happiness. At sixes and sevens, confused or in a state of disorder. This idiom means being in a state of confusion. So the matches are correctly represented in A1. CDAB. That is the correct answer. 17th question. In a code language, char is 27. Then what is read? Option 1 28, 2 30, 3 27, 4 29. So let's calculate the value of char. We have to assign a numerical value to each letter based on its position in the alphabet. So in char, C is 3, A is 1, R is 18, E is 5. Now let's add these values together. We will get 27 for char. So now you have to apply the same method to read. R is 18, E is 5, A is 1, D is 4. Now add these values together, 18 plus 5 plus 1 plus 4, you will get 28. So the correct answer is A1 28. 18th question. An English writer of children's Black Beauty is dash. Option 1 Mary Bodham Howitt, 2 Ogden Nash, 3 John Masefield, 4 Anna Sewell. Black Beauty is a novel written by Anna Sewell and was published in 1877. It tells about the life experiences of horse and promotes animal welfare. Anna Sewell wrote this book to raise awareness about the treatment of horses and the importance of kindness towards animals. So the correct answer is A4 Anna Sewell. Question number 19. Among the following sentences, which one is incorrect? Option 1. He has grey hair. 2. What is the time by your watch? 3. I cannot cope up with this pressure. 4. I prefer coffee to tea. Here the phrase cope up is incorrect. The correct expression is simply cope with. The verb cope is followed by with when talking about managing or dealing with the difficult situation. So A3, I cannot cope up with this pressure. That is the answer. Question number 20. The Paralympic Games are for dash. Option 1 disabled people, 2 children, 3 women, 4 men. The Paralympic Games are specifically organized for athletes with disabilities, including physical, visual, and intellectual impairments. These games provide an opportunity for disabled athletes to compete at a high level in various sports, promoting inclusivity and showcasing their talents. Children are not specifically the focus of the Paralympics, although young athletes can participate if they meet the criteria. Women and men are both represented in the Paralympic Games, but the primary destination is for disabled people regardless of gender. So the correct answer is disabled people, A1. Question number 21. And out of its leprous hide, sprouting leaves, what does the phrase leprous hide mean? Option 1 covered with roots, 2 covered with flowers, 3 covered with leaves, 4 covered with scales. The term leprous hide is used metaphorically to describe the appearance of something that is diseased, resembling the skin condition leprosy, which can cause skin lesions or scales. Covered with roots refers to the base of a plant but doesn't fit the description. Covered with flowers would imply something vibrant and healthy. This contrasts with the idea of leprosy. Covered with leaves doesn't accurately capture the meaning associated with leprous, which indicates disease. In this context, leprous hide suggests a surface that is rough, damaged, or covered with a scaly texture, much like how leprosy affects the skin. So, leprous hide is best understood as something covered with scales. So, the correct answer is A for covered with scales. Question number 22. Dash is a word, part of speech. which expresses some sudden feeling. Option 1 conjunction, 2 interjection, 3 adjective, 4 adverb. Conjunction connects words, phrases, or clauses. For example, and, but, or. Adjective describes or modifies a noun. For example, happy, blue. Adverb modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. For example, quickly, very. Interjection is a part of speech that expresses a sudden feeling or reaction. They are often standalone words or phrases that convey emotions such as surprise, joy, anger, or excitement. For examples, wow, oh, hey, and alas. So, the word that expresses some sudden feeling is an interjection. So, the correct answer is A to interjection. Question number 23. What does arm in arm mean in the following sentence? The two men started up the street arm in arm. Option 1 with arms linked together, 2 with weapons in hands, 3 with handcuffs on wrist, 4 with holding armor. With weapons in hands doesn't fit the context, as arm in arm is not about holding weapons. With handcuffs on wrist implies restraint or confinement, which is not related to the phrase. With holding armor suggests carrying protective gear, which is also not relevant. The phrase arm in arm describes a situation where two people walk together with their arms linked or intertwined. This expression conveys a sense of companionship, friendship, or affection between the individuals. So, the correct answer is A1 with arms linked together. 24th question. Find the synonym for the underlined word. The narrator was quiet when Pongo questioned him. Option 1 furious, 2 noisy, 3 silent, 4 agitated. The word quiet means to make little or no noise. It can also mean being calm and still. So the synonym silent closely matches the meaning, as it also refers to the absence of sound or noise. Furious means extremely angry, which is opposite of quiet. Noisy refers to making a lot of noise, which is also the opposite of quiet. Agitated means feeling or appearing troubled or nervous, which doesn't align with the meaning of quiet. So, the synonym for quiet in this context is silent. Option A3, silent, is the correct answer. 25th question. A means of transmitting and receiving both voice and picture for a personal conversation is called dash. Option 1 photographer, 2 phototelegrams, 3 phonotelephone, 4 Jovian. The term phonotelephone refers to a device that allows for the transmission and reception of both voice and images during personal conversations. It combines aspects of sound transmission with the visual transmission. Photographer is a person who takes photographs and is not relevant to the context. Phototelegrams refers to messages transmitted via photographs but don't involve live conversation. Jovian relates to Jupiter and its characteristics. It's not relevant in this context of communication. So the correct answer is phonotelephone, that is A3. That is the correct answer. Question number 26. The word Springfields refers to dash. Option 1 novel, 2 a place in London, 3 a team, 4 a short story. In the story Think to Win by Lata Kakko, Springfields refers to a team from another school that competes against Rucha's team in the inter-school sports meet. Springfields is noted for having a strong relative member who is compared to the famous athlete P.T. Usha. This term doesn't refer to a novel, place in London, or a short story in this context. So the correct answer is A3 team. Question number 27. Ruskin Bond was honored with the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992 for his work dash. Option 1 Room on the Roof, 2 The Blue Umbrella, 3 Our Trees Still Grow in Terra, 4 An Island of Trees. Ruskin Bond was awarded the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992 for his work Our Trees Still Grow in Terra. This collection of short stories reflects his love for nature and the beauty of life in the Indian hills. Room on the Roof is one of his well known works, but it is not the one for which he received Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992. The Blue Umbrella is another popular story by him, but not the award winning work in the question. And Island of Trees is also notable, but not the correct title associated with the award in 1992. So the correct answer is A3. Our trees still grow in Dera. Question number 28. A thing of beauty is a joy forever, said by Dash. Option 1 William Wordsworth. 2 John Keats. 3 William Shakespeare. 4 Robert Blake. The line A thing of beauty is a joy forever is from John Keats' poem Endymion, written in 1818. This phrase reflects Keats' belief in the enduring nature of beauty and its ability to provide lasting joy. William Wordsworth is known for his contribution to romantic poetry, but didn't write this specific line. William Shakespeare was a playwright and poet whose works often explored themes of love and beauty, but he didn't use this phrase. Robert Blake was a poet and artist. He is not also associated with this line. So the correct answer is A2 John Keats. 29th question. The act of trimming a plant is called dash. Option 1 chiming, 2 pruning, 3 sprightliness, 4 cutting. Chiming refers to the ringing of bells or similar sounds. It doesn't relate to plants. Pruning refers to the act of trimming or cutting back parts of a plant, such as branches, buds, to promote healthy growth. It improves its shape and remove any dead or diseased parts. This practice is essential in gardening and horticulture to ensure that plants remain healthy and productive. Sprightliness describes liveliness or energy and is unrelated to plant maintenance. Cutting is a general term that can refer to any type of cutting, but it doesn't specifically indicate the practice of maintaining plants as effectively as pruning does. So the correct answer is A2 pruning. Last question. State which of the following sentence is complex sentence. A1 We must eat to live, but we should not live to eat. 2 Unless you have a valid passport, you cannot leave the country. 3 This is not the way to answer. 4 Smita carried out the survey and presented her report. A1 is a compound sentence because it has two independent classes joined by but. A3 is a simple sentence as it contains only one independent class. A4 is a compound sentence because it has two independent actions joined by and. A complex sentence contains one independent class and at least one dependent class. In this case, unless you have a valid passport is the dependent class as it cannot stand alone as a complete sentence. You cannot leave the country is the independent class as it can stand alone as a complete sentence. So the correct answer is A2. That is the complex sentence. Unless you have a valid passport, you cannot leave the country.